Hello everyone, my name is Eduardo Rodriguez de Vera, and for my project I visited the Equine Conveyance Company. The Equine Conveyance Company is a small, family-owned horse sanctuary located just 30 minutes north of Tallahassee. I decided to go here because coming from Miami, I've never been exposed to this farm atmosphere, so in choosing my destination this was a really important factor. One of my friends had recently visited and she told me how great and authentic her experience was, so I looked it up. But when I looked it up, I couldn't find anything on it. There was no website, there was no Google reviews, there was no Yelp reviews, there was nothing but a phone number. So when I called the phone number, the owner, Dave, answered the phone and he told me everything that was about the company. He told me about the activities that they offer, which is they offer event planning, horseback riding, and hay rides. So I immediately booked it. So as we were driving to get to the Equine Conveyance Company, our GPS lost signal. So we got lost. It took us about 15 to 20 minutes to find our way back. Right before you get to the Equine Conveyance Company, you have to drive through this dirt road. And on this dirt road, you have chickens running everywhere, you have dogs running everywhere. So you have to be really careful because you don't want to run over any of these animals. So, but as soon as you get to the end of the dirt road, you're exposed to this huge green field where it's just field everywhere, and there's this little hill on the left where the stable is. It's a pretty run down stable. There's broken wood planks everywhere. There's paint chipped off everywhere, and it doesn't look that up to date. It's not what you pictured when you think of a farm. So that really disappointed me when I went to visit the Equine Conveyance Company. But as soon as we parked, Dave's daughter came to greet us, and she's just as nice as her dad. She took us to the stable where the horses are. She showed us all the horses. She told us all their names. She showed us the goats. She showed us the peacock. She was awesome. And as soon as Dave finished prepping the horses, he came and he took us for a horseback ride. And the horseback ride wasn't that long. It was about 30 minutes or so. And this is actually when I got to interview Dave. And he told us this very interesting story. I don't know if it's true or not. Maybe it's just a tale he made up to tell his customers. But he told us that one of his neighbors used to smuggle drugs using horses. So apparently what they used to do was they would grab horses who had recently given birth and they would stuff drugs into them, and that's how it would transport the drugs. So I don't know how truthful that story is, but it was still pretty cool to listen to. So when we got back, Dave's daughter, she took off all the saddles off the horses and she put them back in their stables. And Dave started cooking this delicious pulled pork for us. And oh wow, it was so good. Best pulled pork I've ever had. So after we finished lunch, we let it settle down, and then Dave brought the tractor around and he took us out for a hay ride. Again, it was just a hay ride around the Equine Conveyance Company, but it was really cool. He told us stories, we laughed, great guy, great experience. But I don't think I would recommend this to anybody to go visit, because first of all, in order to find information about the place, it's almost impossible. There's no website promoting it. There's no other recent past customers who gave the reviews on the place. There's nothing. So you have to really be interested in finding information about this place to go visit it. So that's the first negative about it. The second negative about it is, you get lost on the way there because the entrance is a small little dirt road and you lose your GPS signal, so you don't know where that little dirt road is, and there's no sign saying Equine Conveyance here. So that's another negative. The third negative is, like I stated earlier, the stable where the horses are isn't the most aesthetic pleasing stable out there. When you think of a farm, you think of a big red farm, barn and all that. And that was really disappointing when I saw that the paint was chipping and there was planks like broken and all that. So yeah, and the fourth negative is that it's really understaffed. It's just Dave and his daughter, and if you have a really big group, luckily it was just 4 of us, so it wasn't that many of us. but I feel as if the bigger the group, the harder it would be for them to control the group and give all the needs to the group. So for those reasons, I wouldn't recommend the Equine Conveyance company for people to go visit. So that's my presentation about my visit to Equine Conveyance company. Hopefully, maybe you have a better experience, but I would recommend visiting another destination if you're looking for that barn atmosphere, that farm-like experience. Equine Conveyance just doesn't cut it out.